by default muted. So whenever we have to say something, we have to unmute first. So then we can also talk to you. We can listen to us like I am doing now. So we
Okay,
all
yeah,
are
yeah. By
muted.
default, you're muted. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. So if anybody wants to talk to you, they can unmute them and they can talk to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to unmute yourself first. Otherwise,
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you. So, Manas, tell me about yourself. What's your background? Where do you work?
Yes, sir.
And
As you know, we are all pursuing PGDM at Samsung University. So we are in the final trimester, and we all are working in industry, different kinds of. So especially for me, I am working as a operation associate at Anhat Education Solution. So it's an company who are dealing with international students, and
okay,
they are specially focused on international students who come to India for higher education. So we are also providing scholarship, and my job is particularly in key account management
okay. Which city are you located in?
at Delhi.
Okay. And I believe finance. This topic is elective for you.
Yes, sir.
Financial
Yes, sir.
institutions and markets. So, mm, what do you like about finance? How do you decide to study this topic in this trimester?
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm pretty interested in finance because my background also in BCom. So I completed my BCom in honors and accountancy. So
Okay,
I love this subject especially, and that's the reason I take this specialization as finance. So in industry, I think finance is playing a major role to decide budgeting and overall financial improvement. So this all are related in this subject. How a manager can manage financial things which can improve financial position of any organization. So
okay.
the,
Sounds good. Sounds good. I mean, you have a background in finance, and
yes, sir.
that's interesting. That's good to know that you're already into finance.
Yes, sir.
So next, I'd like to speak with Deepak.
Hi,
Deepak, tell me a little bit
very good
about.
morning.
Good morning. So it's
Hello.
midnight here. I'm in the United States. So morning for you.
Oh,
So tell me about yourself, Deepak.
sir, my name is Deepak, and currently I am pursuing PGDM from Ackman Institute of Management, and I have completed my graduation in the stream of Bachelor of Commerce. Okay,
Okay,
and currently I am working in Isol Corp. It is the name of the company, and I'm working here as an accountant.
okay, sounds good. Where are you located?
Sir, in Noida.
Okay, and so what do you like about finance? You are a BCom, so I believe you have some background into accounts and finance. Uh, so what is the reason you decided to pursue that stream? Are you passionate about it?
Yes, sir,
Are you
it's my
passionate?
passion, and yeah,
Okay,
and I love to do accounting works.
okay, sounds good. I mean, you should be doing what you're passionate about, and it's good that you chose that subject. Good to
Yes, sir.
speak with you, Deepak. Next, I'd like to talk to Atanu.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Hello, Atanu.
can you hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of low, but I think it's okay. Yeah.
All right, sir. This is Atanu Das. I am
Uh,
working with the same organization which Manas has stated earlier.
okay, okay.
Another
So you're
Education
also in
Solution.
Delhi.
And also, yeah, I am his
Okay,
colleague. If I talk about my background, I have completed my BCom honors in accountancy from Kolkata.
okay. From Kolkata. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
And
which college? Because I'm also from Kolkata.
sir, Boj
Anyways, there are like dozens of colleges. I probably did not hear about that. but that is
Sir.
Calcutta University, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. So are you passionate about finance? Are you passionate about this
Yeah,
subject?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So,
love to do that, and basically, my if I talk about my hobbies, I like to work with financial functions in Excel, like present value, future value,
yeah.
that's kind of functions, and also I like to do my monthly budgeting and planning.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know that you're into finance and you'd like to uh, develop more skills.
Thank
So,
you, sir.
thanks, Atanu. Now I'd like to go to Akib. Akib,
Okay.
let me know a little bit about yourself.
Sorry.
Akib, Atanu, thank you. And next, I'd like to go to Akib. Akib,
Okay,
I
okay,
think he went offline. Okay, he's
okay.
not even there. Anyways, so I had given some reading materials. Have you people already accessed that yet? It's okay if not, because we are just getting started. So you have plenty of time to go through the reading material. So I'm going to share my screen. Tell me if you are able to see my screen right now. Are you able to see my screen? Anyone? Guys, I'm sharing my screen right now. Are you able to see it?
No, sir.
No, not yet. Okay.
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Okay. Okay. So here in this topic, we are covering financial institutions and markets. So anyone has an idea what a financial institution is? I'd like to make this session more interactive. That's why I ask questions. And even if you don't have in-depth understanding because you're just studying this topic, it's okay if you have some vague idea, let me know. I ask questions, and if you don't answer, I'll start picking names.
Sir, financial institution is basically the financial organization who are dealing with the finance in the market, like any like banking industry and others, insurance company, and these are the financial institutions. And we have in India like SEBI who are also controlling them.
Correct, correct. Very true, very true. Yeah, financial institution is a company or institution or an entity which deals in financial transactions like banking, loan, investment, insurance, things like that. So, like you mentioned, SEBI. So, SEBI is a regulatory authority. So, coming to the next slide, um, we have regulatory bodies like SEBI or RBI, and there are intermediaries, non-intermediaries, and there are banking and non-banking players as well. So, Reserve Bank of India and SEBI that you mentioned are regulatory bodies, and even Central Board of Excise and Customs is also such a regulatory body in India. So there are intermediaries which deal between the regulatory bodies and the other financial institutions, like Unit Trust of India. So which they deal with the mutual funds financing, Securities Trading Corporation of India Limited. So we have different type of intermediaries. So there are banking players and non. I mean, it's self-explanatory. Like there are banks and non-banking players are like banks take money from you and they give it back to you whenever you want it. But the other type of financial institutions which are non-banking are uh, like Muthoot Finance. You must have heard of that. They take gold and they give you loan against that. And like there's an institution like Carvi. They deal with shares, stocks, bonds. So these are examples of non-banking institutions. And there are mutual fund institutions. So do you have an idea? I mean, you must be knowing what a mutual fund is. Anyone?
Uh, Sir, mutual fund is a combination of all small funds. I mean, in bank they are also offering investment in mutual funds. Actually, when we invest in that particular scheme, bank used to take our money to invest in such a way that we can get the maximum interest. So mutual fund is called uh, it is called mutual fund because it's combination of all small fund where where we can invest to maximize our interest.
Correct. Actually, there are several um, stocks in a mutual fund, and they the rate of return is not as high as like many of the stocks, many of the high-paying stocks in the market. But what happens, like they try to minimize the risk. The return rate of return is not very high, but they try to keep it. And they try to maximize the returns, and they try to lower the risk so that even if there's a crash or there's a financial recession, that does not impact that does not impact the performance too much, and the risk is minimized. So that's why there's a mutual fund. So like here we can see some examples. Uh, like is for SDFC mutual fund, there are many many stocks like Aditya Birla Fashion, Power Grid Corp, Redington. So they are different mutual funds, and they are managed by different financial institutions. So my suggestion is that you people go through the reading material, and then there's an assignment, and the assignment is multiple choice. I have kept it very easy, the first one, and the second one is going to be a case study. So I believe you should go through that as well, because earlier you start reading, you'll find it much easier to solve it. So this is just an overview of what a financial institution is. I'm not going too much in depth. I'd like you guys to look at the assignment, and in the next section we will go through the assignment. Um, Whenever we talk next, will look at the assignment, and the midterm question paper is going to be uh, a, a detailed case study, and it is about US, because I wanted you guys to have some exposure about US financial market as well. So go through that, and you have a week's time. And in the next class, I'd like to discuss the things in detail. Uh, come uh, come to me with questions, And today it was just an introductory session, so I'm keeping it short. And have you looked at the assignment yet? The first one that I gave?
No, sir. We
No,
haven't
it's
looked
okay.
at
It's
it.
okay. I mean, we are just getting started, so you might not have gotten a chance to look at that yet. No worries. Take your time. Go through the reading material, and we are going to do a detailed session next week. So
All right, sir.
uh, we will talk again, and I just want to do. I'd like you to do some homework. Go through the material, look at the assignment, and we'll talk again.
All
So
right, sir.
that's all I have for today, and let's talk next Sunday.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, I have a question related to mutual fund.
yeah,
I mean, it may be in our out of course, but I just want to know more about mutual fund. Can you tell me how different types of mutual fund are? I mean, if I want to invest in mutual fund, I have no idea. What should I do?
yeah. Actually, you should look at the past performance of the mutual fund, how much return that has given over the last few years, and you should look at the company which is managing that. Like if you're talking about mutual funds managed by ICICI Bank, so look at the past performances, their rate of return, and um, how much people have benefited. And I mean, I mean, in finance there are no rules. It's not a science, and everything depends on um, past performances. What is going to happen in future, that cannot be predicted. But
Right, sir.
you should be going with the ones where risk is minimum and the rate of return is high.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So come, yeah. So I appreciate your questions, and in the next session, we will spend more time on question and answer, um, because the more questions you ask, we get to interact more, and that is the way to learn. So come, and I'll also appreciate if you can post some of your questions in the forum. And in the forum also, I'm going to post questions, and I'd like you guys to answer. Not right now, after the next class. So
Hello, sir.
let's keep it as interactive as possible.
Hello, sir.
And I'll also post my email, and you guys can also reach out to me by email. I'll try to answer that as soon as possible. It, if not the same day, maybe the next day. So
Hello, sir.
contact me through. Yeah,
Excuse me, sir. Can you hear me?
yeah. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Sir, can you please go to the slide number 9 and just show the slide?
Here, there's description of examples of different mutual funds.
All right, sir.
So, I mean, during the month of January, in a particular year, it just says which mutual funds bought which stocks and sold which ones. I mean, they try to sell those stocks which are not performing well. I mean, these things are done by financial analysts. They look at the performances and try to maximize the returns. So the shares which are risky, they try to sell them. That is called, I mean, not sorting. Sorting is a different term, but they sell those shares. and they buy the ones where they see that it's going to give you better returns. So they like the portfolio is dynamic. It's not static. They do not keep the same shares all the time. So they manage it for us, and they help us generate profit, and mm, they are taking some amount for that, for managing the portfolio.
All right, sir.
This is kind of self-explanatory. I mean, like if we talk about ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund, so they bought shares of Narayan Hrudaya, Coal India, and Bharti Airtel in the month of January, and they sold Reliance Industries, HDFC Bank, and Max Financial Services in the same month.
All right, sir. I get it, sir.
One question, guys, I wanted to ask you, like, does this time suit you, or will it be better if I take the sessions in the morning? I mean, it's morning for you, right? In the evening.
Sir, in the evening.
Yeah, does this time work for everyone?
Yes, sir. This is okay.
That's fine. Okay.
Yes, sir. Fine.
Yeah, it's a Sunday, so I believe morning should be okay. So we'll keep it at the same time next Sunday, and go through the material. I'm sure you'll be having a lot of questions. So I'd like to keep it detailed next week.
Sir, actually, I want to ask you something.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Sir, how we get such reading materials that we discussed before?
Yeah, reading material should be on the portal. So
Okay.
and I'll tell Ashish to post it if it is not there.
Okay, sir, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, there are. I've just kept it short. There are just three reading materials, not detailed one, because if I give too much, it will be difficult for you to study. I know everyone is working, so I have given very short, that just about financial institutions, instruments, and markets. So, but one thing I will check with Ashish whether he has posted everything or not so far, and when I'll be able to post the midterm assignment reading material, because that is very much in depth, and that will, and for that you'll require at least few days of study, and that's a case study. It might look very complicated to you in the beginning, but you'll uh, you'll be able to answer all the questions if you just go through the reading material for the midterm paper. So that will be after, I believe, a couple of weeks. So no worries now, but take your time to study, and we will talk, and that's how we'll learn more. You people. Uh, I mean, about the assignments also. I mean, the second case study, that is about Google IPO. Um, read that, and I know you people are just beginners, so I have kept everything easy. Let me type my email, and send me any question you have, and I'll, and also try to post in the forum. Let me type my email. So reach out to me with questions, and to encourage participation, I will be posting questions in the forum, and I'd like you guys to answer. So, so I think that's all for now, and we'll talk again next Sunday. Gurpreet, I think you just arrived now, and it was just an introductory session. This recording will be posted, so you can watch that, and we will discuss more in the upcoming session. Go through the reading material. I think Anil also arrived just now. So Gurpreet, before I let you guys go, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, if you can hear me?
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning. So tell me, which city are you in, where you work, and what is your background?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Gurpreet.
Yes. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Gurpreet, tell me where you are located.
Yeah, sir. Recently, I'm working in a shopping. I'm located in Gurgaon.
Gurgaon, okay.
Yeah.
What is the name of the organization you told? I didn't hear that very well.
Yeah, shopping. SHOPIC. Shopping.
Okay. So which
Yes,
type
sir.
of work do you do? I mean, which type of organization is that?
Yeah. So actually, I do like marketing as well as operations work too. So
Okay.
the basic work of this is a startup where we showcase the offers and discounts going on the nearby malls on fashion branded stores.
Okay,
Like
okay. Well,
like Ambience Mall, there are many malls and markets where we can show users can see the what kind of offers and discounts are going on that particular brand. So they can before going out for shopping, they can check on the that app or our website, and then they can go for a shopping. So it will help them to get better options.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, Sounds interesting. Very nice. So,
Okay.
for how long have you been working there?
It's like 10 months I've been like I joined on July, so it's till now I'm working with same company.
Okay.
Yeah, it has been
So,
10 months.
okay. So, are you passionate about finance? Do you have
Yeah,
some financial
obviously.
background?
No, basically I don't have any like that, but I like actually I want to play with the things like it will help us only in सारी markets में सारी
Definitely,
चीजों को
definitely,
देखने में. So in
definitely,
future,
definitely.
ultimately, yes,
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean,
yes,
it will help as long as you have interest
yeah,
and you are willing to learn. So,
definitely, sir.
sounds good. Sounds good, good, Preet. So,
Thank
I
you, sir.
believe one person I have not spoken with so far is Amil, and I think Amil and Deepak. So, Amil, would you like to tell me about yourself?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello.
So, where are you located? Which city are you from?
Delhi.
Okay.
Hello. Uh, Sir, I am working with Stealth Analytic and Business Solution Private Limited in Delhi Green Park.
Okay. Which type of work
Uh,
do you do?
Operational and as well as marketing profile.
Operations and marketing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, what is your organization's business? What do they do?
Sir, IT department, logistic, but my
Okay,
work is
okay,
logistic work.
okay. Sounds good. So,
Thank you, sir.
okay. Are you passionate about finance?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sounds good. So I believe, thanks, Amil. So I believe one person I haven't spoken is Deepak Gidwani. So Deepak, if you are able to hear me, would you like to tell me something about yourself? Probably Deepak is not on audio. So It was good to speak with you all, and let me post some questions in forum. Apart from the assignments, I'd like to keep some forum activity. So please try to read that whatever I post in the forum, and try to answer that. I believe you will be graded on not just on the basis of assignment, not just on the basis of the sessions that you attend, but also there'll be some marks for forum participation as well. So forum participation is highly encouraged. Read the questions that I post and try to answer, and that will help with the grading. So since it's the first session, just the introduction of financial markets, financial institutions. So we are keeping short. We'll talk in detail next week. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.